It's time. For some reason, Capcom wanted to sponsor me today. Clearly, they have not seen all the Phoenix Wright videos I've made, where I am constantly begging Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright to kiss. So thank you so much, Capcom. God, Capcom. Thank you so much, Capcom, for sponsoring the stream today. We're gonna be playing Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. It just came out yesterday. Here's the deal. I am currently playing through the first trilogy. I've just finished Justice for All. We've been playing through it for like months, since like March or something, and it's now September. I just finished Justice for All. So I have another game to play before I get to this chronologically. But apparently I've been told there's like no spoilers for the third game in Investigations, so hopefully it's fine. I am so excited to play this because you get to play as Miles Edgeworth. You get to play as Edgeworth and you get to walk around and like investigate crime scenes and stuff. And the cool thing that I had no idea about until they told me, the cool thing too is that there are 2 games in the Ace Attorney Investigations like bundle. The first one released in the US, the second one never released in the US. It was like only in Japan, I think. So this is the first time that the second one is actually coming to the United States in English and like full HD and everything. And they brought back the original artist. I need to find his name. They brought back the original artist. Oh my God, I lost his name. To do all the HD art. But if you want to, you can play it like in the original sprite format. So that's really cool. What was his name? Tatsuro Iwamoto. Was brought back to do all the HD graphics, which is really cool. So I'm like really excited to play this. I can't believe Capcom is sponsoring my stream because genuinely I would have played it for free. Don't tell them I said that though. Mommy has a light bill to pay, so don't tell them I said that. Let me get it started. I'm so excited. I'm just excited to be looking at Miles Edgeworth because in Justice for All, he's barely in it. He only comes back in the very last case. So I get to look at Edgeworth and I'm just really excited. I can't wait. Oh, let me change my title. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Hashtag ad. And then also, if you want to check it out, ! Ace Attorney in the chat. Ace Attorney Investigation Collection. Investigations Collection? Oh, there's no collection. There's just the original one. Okay, I guess I'll just choose the original one. And then I have branded content on. Okay, I'm trying not to get sued. I gotta make sure. I did not watch the anime, no. I'm trying to finish the games before I watch the anime because I wanna play them the way God intended. I wanna play them the way God intended. Abby, thank you so much for the 4 months. Vibe reset, woo! Thank you. It's hard to do that sometimes. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so excited. How do I make you full screen? Hold on, it came up windowed. Sorry. I'm just choosing like my settings. But she's like a tiny little... Oh my God, I'm so excited. Is it too loud? Oh, no, it looks okay. Gameplay, audio, art style, language, PC settings. Oh, there we go. Borderless. Yes. And then I gotta up the resolution. 4K? Investigation oh, I guess this is 2K. In 2K? Oh no, it's not working. Okay, hold on. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Where did it go? I made it. I made it. Hold on. Ace Attorney. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. Give me 1 sec. Do, 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 do. Sorry, I have technical difficulties. Hold. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. Everyone, quickly, see her slay. Okay. Does it work now? Oh, it works now! I think it works now. Yay! It works now! Okay, cool. We did it. We slayed hard enough to get it to work. Thank you, Antoine. I appreciate you pinning messages. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna play with my... Oh, can I not play with my controller? Gameplay. I'm gonna turn off the shaking if that's all right. It makes me a little motion sick. Oh my god! He looks like so chibi. And then this is like the original. Oh my god, that's so cool. Okay, and control style, hold. Mouse controls, click, drag, click. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Oh, but it said there was a thing for vibration, so I'm like, can I not play with my controller? Oh, sorry. Maybe I can't play with controller. Oh my god, sorry. Okay, you know what? We'll just do keyboard and mouse. That's fine. I'm so excited. So I have not played this. Oh no, it's working now. Okay, it's working. Controller works. Yes, I think maybe just because I was in the settings, it was funky. Just a reminder, I have never played this. I'm still playing through the entire Ace Attorney series. I just finished Justice for All, so I have not gotten to this yet. So a lot of this is gonna be new to me. So please, if possible, no spoilers. Would appreciate it. No spoilies. And also no help unless I ask. But we're gonna be playing this for 2 hours, so we're gonna be here for a while. Step inside littlesiha's puzzle brain as she takes on the HD remastered edition of Ace Attorney Investigations, out now on Steam. The only thing littlesiha will be guilty of is staying miles ahead of the investigation. As she edges her way towards the truth, one thing is for certain: littlesiha is on the case. Oh my god, stupid deaths. I was just gonna say, don't embarrass me in front of Capcom, okay? Capcom are watching. Y'all have already embarrassed me. Y'all have already embarrassed me. All right, Capcom, if you're watching, I apologize. I can't control them. Investigations. Prosecutor's Gambit. That's the one that this is the first time it's come to the US. But we'll do this one first. Not the turnabout again. You know what? Now that I have contacts with Capcom, I need to ask them what the heck turnabout means. What the heck does turnabout mean? I'm so excited. It means you turned about. 1 a.m. I'd be asleep. To make sure the defendant is found guilty. What other choice do I have? Oh, is this Edgeworth? That's the job of a prosecutor after all. CVS photo printing. That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Is that Von Karma? Sorry. Maybe I wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. That looks like Von Karma. Ah! No, it's not Von Karma. I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been, always will be. Okay, so this must be like the introduction case where they show you who did it and you are like learning how to play the game. 2 a.m. Oh yeah, because this happened in Edgeworth's office. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway. Look at him, he's so cute and small. He's so small. It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office, keeping it clean. Why is he checking on his office at 2 a.m.? The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe? What's that smell? It's very familiar. Blood? Uh-oh. What the? What's the meaning of this? Hell of a thing to say, finding a dead body. What's the meaning of this? What on earth is going on? Freeze. Oh. Oh. Identify yourself. Shut up. Me to chat all the time. You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office. Not my lucky prosecutor, Ruffles. My mom made that for me. Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear. What? No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. He just left? Edgeworth just like alpha mailed him and he just left. My name is Miles Edgeworth and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases and some very frantic and busy days. March 14th, 2:56 a.m. Oh, not the chessboard. Oh, and there's the award he got. I'm surprised he still has that considering it was like part of a murder investigation. Oh, it's Pi Day! It is Pi Day. I finished photographing the victim's body, sir. Very well. Please continue your investigation. Yes, sir. The way he's like shaking the little puff thing. I know he's dusting for fingerprints, but it's really cute. He's just like ding, ding, ding. Ah! He's here. He's here. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. He's a little hairier than I remember. He's a little hairier than I remember. When I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away. This is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct, and the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. This man gets fired and rehired so frequently, more than I change my underwear. Every single case that we do, he helps us and gets fired, and then the next case, he's like, I got reinstated. For the time being until he gets fired and reinstated again. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine. However. Ah! Look what they did to your office. It's totally trash. This is the exact stance that I imagined for Gumshoe. Stomping his little foot. Oh, I didn't mean to open that, but this is cool. The prosecutor's badge is so much cooler than the attorney badge. How come his is cooler? I'll say, the culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. Is no one gonna care about the dead body? You know what? I'm not surprised that Edgeworth is like, my office, it's ruined, while there's a dead body on the floor. No one gets away with tracking mud into my office. Oh, but they get away with killing someone? I love him. Whoa, sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing. This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. Oh, that's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched into the forefront of my mind. Love that now he wants the truth. Before it was like, I'll do whatever it takes to get a guilty verdict. Now he's like, I need the truth. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? Is it really coincidence that the murder took place in my office? Oh. I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. As always, the music slaps. As always. Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you? No, not really. Especially because of this. The key to your office? For security reasons, this office's door has a lock built into it. Thank you for letting us know. What do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. I need to screenshot this to use it on like Twitter. If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Logic! He's just like me. He's just like me. By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic. Gumshoe learns about logic for the first time ever. I'm so proud of him. He's come so far. So how do you use it? First, I recall the information we've gathered with LB, and then I connect them together with Y. Now, to use LB and recall the facts. Oh God, that scared me. Jesus Christ. I'm fine. It's fine. Crime scene and the office key. Connect. Doink. I need him and Edgeworth, or him and, I need him and Phoenix Wright to do that. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks, which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But I appreciate the false confidence. There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after? Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after? You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir. Yes, well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. Is that my truth meter at the top? That's my truth levels. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir. Oh! The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir. I know that, and when I want to examine something, I simply use A when I'm next to it. Oh, if you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use Y, okay? I'll give you great precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. The man who just learned what logic means wants to give me advice. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. Oh my god, it's so cool you can just walk around! What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? I mean, it's a gun on the floor, so... Let's use our brains and use logic. If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here. I think I've seen one of these before. Care to enlighten me as to where? Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model. I think. Could it be another detective? Oh my god! Detective. I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. He's so real. He's so real. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it. So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by the precinct's detectives. Wee-woo! Wee-woo! Ouch, they even knocked over your chess set. I had it all set up ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games. I had no idea you were interested in chess. I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try. I need him so bad right now. That guy's been dusting for fingerprints for like an hour. In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity? Stop. Stop it, you guys. Oh my god. Oh, it's nice that they put a check mark when you've investigated something. Because I find that sometimes in the original trilogy, there is a check mark, but then it like unchecks itself later. They finished photographing the body. Photographing. They went to CVS for same day, 1 hour photographing. I'm sorry. I'm done. So it should be all right to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. I'm sorry. Photo printing. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. Looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir. Oh, sorry, wrong person. In other words, he was shot. Yep, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. The body was found at around 2:05 a.m. That's gonna be important. It's just funny! They took his balls! Capcom, if you're watching, I apologize on behalf of my chat. I apologize on behalf of my chat. Are you going to be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir? Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. All right, if you say so. Capcom, if you're watching, yours are next. I'm gonna get a Discord ping in about 30 seconds saying, hey, Capcom have changed their minds, so you can stream something else. I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but I have but to press RB to open my organizer. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Okay. How much money he's got? What do we have here? Hey, I think I've seen one of these before. It's a police badge, detective. This is an inside job! An inside job! And you give Phoenix crap all the time for shoving evidence in his pockets. If there's one thing Edgeworth is gonna do, it's be a hypocrite, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinky dink. So stupid. I love him. Let's take a look inside. Buddy Faith? I love the names in this series. Buddy Faith. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you. Seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. I love the way he says calmly use some logic as if my first instinct would have just been to like scream. Ah! Not to be insensitive, but the victim laying like that literally looks like me during my period. Honestly, you're literally right. Me, not while I'm on my period, but the day before. Because the day before it starts is the worst for me. That's when I get all the back pain and the cramps and stuff. That's me the day before. And also I'm crying. The only difference is he's dead and he's not crying. Your files are all over the floor, sir. They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer. Signs of a struggle. Oh, and I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless. I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I watered the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. A weekend special. I would love if he was my maid. Miles has to echolocate while using logic, so he just yells. That's what the objection is. But imagine he does the objection, but he does it like the way that whales talk to each other, where they're like, could you imagine? Or he does the different whale one where it's like, I played that one Nancy Drew game where you go whale watching. I know what they sound like. No, I'm talking about whales. Whales make different noises. Y'all haven't played Nancy Drew Danger on Deception Island, and it shows. For about half a day every Saturday, I'd come in and clean this place until it sparkled. But if no one was in here, why would you need to clean it every week? Does he have a life? I'm surprised he kept that thought inside, because that seems like something Edgeworth would just say outright, verbally. Ooh. Don't believe it. I packed those files on those shelves so tight that not even an earthquake could make them fall off, but just look at them. At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all. A problem, to be sure. Well, once this investigation is over, we'll put them back up on the shelf. Oh, there's blood on that one. That looks like a G. What does that say? That looks like it spells something. G-U-M. Oh, there's an S in the back. Did he spell gumshoe? It says gum and there's an S. Ah! What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh my God. I think Gumshoe's being framed. Kind of like the Magay one in Justice for All. I wanted to look at the handprints on the thing, but I don't think I can. Let me connect. Victim was a detective and the revolver. I think that's right. We did it! What happens when it's wrong? Does it just go boing and like it reverberates? Boing. Oh my God, that emote, the perceive emote. Robot! Hi, BB. Clearly he's letting everyone know he has gum on the bottom of his shoe. I should have known that would have been his last words. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir, this guy's wearing a gun holster. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. This gun is the murder weapon. It was issued to the victim. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver. As I always say, you've got to look really carefully at each piece of evidence. You can use RS to rotate the object. There's no such thing as a bad angle. Use LB and RB to zoom in and out to get at the nitty gritty. Looks like only one round was fired from this. Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wresting the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edward? We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send the body to Jim! Listen. If this game series, if the Ace Attorney series is gonna do one thing, it's give all of their characters the weirdest, quirkiest names possible. And for the first episode of the Investigations collection, they named someone Jim. Jim? I hope his last name is like Day. So it's like Jim Day. Jim Shoe. Oh, there he is! There he is! He did it! He did it! Case closed. We can move on to the next one. Why, oh why? How could this have happened to a guy like you? Okay, what voice are we giving him? Should we give him like protagonist voice of like, why? Why, oh why could this have happened to you? Or should we give him like Discord kitten? I think he's more of a protagonist voice. So I'm gonna go with that. He looks more like a protagonist voice kind of guy. Why, oh why? How could this have happened to a guy like you? Are you all right? Don't touch me. Leave me alone. Just let me be. Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. Wait a minute, I just noticed. Thank you so much. I don't know if this was in the original or not. I would assume yes, but I've been playing the first trilogy remastered, and there's no history button, and I forget what they're saying all the time. I forget constantly what they just said. Thank you for having a history button in here. Thank you so much. The body? Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night. Isn't his name Buddy? His name is literally Buddy. Not in the original DS release. Really? I just wish they'd added that to the original trilogy. Me too. I just be forgetting stuff. I just be forgetting stuff all the time. Sure. Just in a bloodstained suit, pal. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes, I am. I'm Jacques Portsman. His name is Jacques? Give me one reason why I shouldn't give this guy a French accent right now. Oui, I am Jacques Portman, prosecutor. Oui, it is me, bah ouais, I am a prosecutor at the precinct and my name, je suis Jacques Portman. I'm not, because I literally just did it for like 3 weeks straight for, what was the guy's name for the last one? What's his name? Matt on Guard? I just did it for Matt on Guard, because his last name was on Guard, so I was like, he's gotta have a French accent. Matt on God. Matt on God. For real. For real, for real. Bro team never lets me hang with that one. Every time I say Matt on God, bro team's in the chat going, for real. Jim here was my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office? Yes, that is correct. And it was you! You're the one who killed Jim. Again, isn't his name Buddy? Isn't his name Buddy? I'm so confused. Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? I will not. I know how things work around here. High prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door. That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. I was not in my office at the time. I went to CVS for same-day photo printing. I forgot who it was, but that one person who said I'm kind of sick of this joke, I apologize. This might not be the stream for you. I just got my COVID test results, we negative. Yay! I'm glad you're feeling okay. Or maybe not feeling okay, but like not COVID. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? Oh, now he's gonna be like, then you did it. The key was with him the entire time, and there's Gumshoe written in blood. Oh no, he's gonna get fired for the 18th time. Say the line, Bart. Same day photo printing at CVS. CVS has same day 1 hour photo printing. So the only one who could get in here was me. Wait, that means, I'm not sure what that means. Give him some space. He literally just learned what logic is like 10 minutes ago. So it was you then. You're Jim's killer. No way, pal. You've got it all wrong. Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct? If you're a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions? All right. I get the point. You're right. My mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. Cool customer. Isn't it cool cucumber? Or is cool customer also a thing? Gumshoe's trying so hard to think. He's firing off on all cylinders. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call it a truce and work together, okay? Now how about a handshake to seal the deal? He put poison on his glove and he's gonna shake my hand and then Edgeworth is gonna die. Oh, cool customer and cool as a cucumber. Okay, got it. Thank you. A pleasure to work with you. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then. It is your room after all. Thank you, I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there. Sir. Finally, he's like, I can stop dusting. I want you to capture this scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner, Jim. Is he a vlogger? Why does he need it filmed? so weird. I should probably give them some space. Hope you don't mind if I just watch. Is it cool if I just watch? Ah, your jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor? Must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round. So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? But only one shot was fired. Only one. They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in. What if they had shot through it? Would have been a disaster. It's not worth getting worked up over, detective. Not when there's something more here. Huh? Like what? I take it you haven't noticed it yet, detective. There's a giant contradiction right here in front of us. Really? Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. They love each other. They love each other. And no one can stop love. No one can stop true love. Hi, Jana. How are you? Or Jana or Jana? I think it's Jana. Hi! I also have a hi for you. They're rubbing? They're rubbing? He's rubbing on Edgeworth? I have my own methods and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my deductive skills come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. Oh, this is it. This bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my cursor at it and press Y with conviction. And when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. Only one shot fired. Eureka! What was that? What was that? No way his saying is Eureka. It sounds like he's being gagged saying it. Eureka. Whatever. Maybe it's the ruffles. He says it with so much conviction that the ruffles like flow up into his mouth and he says it. What do you mean, sir? It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim, and the second felled this frame. Hey, that's right. However, this gun was only fired once. Hey, that's true too. Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight? I can't read some of y'all's messages out loud because this is a sponsored stream, but just know I'm laughing. Just know I'm reading and I'm laughing. Unfortunately for sponsored streams, I kind of have to be Siha Slay about everything and just be like, ugh. By the way, I noticed something, sir. Yes? What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame? That. It's a secret safe. A secret safe? Oh, I smell money. Can I have some money? Oh no, this is gonna be a thing where Gumshoe for some reason has a bullet missing from his gun. It's not looking good for Gumshoe. It really isn't. Also, it's crazy you bring that up because that is like so accurate. I've never played this before, but I feel like that will happen. I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. His safe is a shrine. It's a shrine to Phoenix Wright. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way. Roger that. Talk about dusty. suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while. I had no idea there was a safe here, alright? I've kept it clean for you, sir. So when did you put this thing in? It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Really? I had no idea. Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. So what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session. That's it. Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams. He thought there were like gold bars in there. He thought there was like the necklace from the Titanic that they threw into the ocean. He thought that was in there. Trial evidence use. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Now this is odd. You found something, sir? This keypad. Don't you find it to be a bit too clean? Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself. Uh-oh. You there, the forensic scientist. Edgeworth seems like the type of guy who, if he wants someone to come over, he starts like snapping. You there. Forensic slave. Come over here right this instant. Right this instant. Yes, sir. Could you please dust this area for fingerprints? You got it, sir. Excuse me. I'm just so nervous about the sponsored stream with Capcom. I just get really nervous. Wazaki, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. We just started September. Twitch just started September, so there's gift subs on there's discounts on gifting subs and new subs. If anyone wants emotes, we just got 4 new emotes. Very exciting. Also, our August sub goal, September sub goal. Why am I coughing? September sub goal. If we hit it before the end of September, we're gonna play Truck Simulator with the wheel and everything. So I'm very excited. Haha, she's sponsored on farted stream. I'm really tired. Can y'all tell? I couldn't find it, let alone lift a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. Damn. Prints were wiped. As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. Time to rationally and calmly connect the dots with the information we have. Already? Isn't there more to look at? Files are a mess. Struggle between the killer. Another victim's gun. Found could there have been another gun in play here? A fingerprints of a white clean. Maybe I could connect the killer's goal and the fingerprints? Because it says what was the killer after, so I think it's safe to say there could have been something in the safe they wanted. Mr. Max, thank you for the sub! Enjoy your emotes, enjoy no ads. Feel free to come join us on Discord if you want. I'm gonna try these two. Oh! Yay! I believe I have figured out what the murderer was after. Well, what is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe. Making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe. We did it. Dog that logic. They're never gonna work with me again, I fear. They're never gonna work with me again, I fear. I saw what you're playing this weekend. You have convinced me to jump it. Dude, I can't wait. Such a big weekend for games. Oh my God. I'm so excited. I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information could tell me about this crime. Culprit tried to open my safe. What was the killer's motive theft? Another handgun? Pointing to a struggle between the victim and the killer. I'm gonna say a handgun. I don't know. I don't think I'm right. They do boing off of each other. Boing. Not exactly a shining example of the perfect line of logic. Listen, you can't win them all, okay? Yay! It slipped. There's a possibility that the files displayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle. Oh, they were looking for something. Oh, okay, I get it. Are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir? Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen. Yes, sir. I'm gonna shelf files like you've never seen before, even at a library. Sure. Let's give that a try. Why do all the good ones always die young? Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. He was not born to, like, make people feel better, was he? What we can do is search for the truth. And? So what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth? First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place. You got it. Here, let me help. So this file goes here, and that book goes there. You sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office. Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal, okay? Done. It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here. Ugh, the bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh. I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelves. And then the guy fell onto the floor, right? The blood on the floor is kind of grossing me out. Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now. But you know I'm no good with blood, sir. I'm certain there's something wrong with this picture. Oh, there's a bullet in here. There's like a bullet in this one. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? It sounds like I'm wrong. The gun? Oh, went clean through the victim's abdomen. Eureka! It's really funny. Urethra. Stop. There's clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole. What do you mean, sir? You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach. Oh. Yes, that's what I was going for. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up. What if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir? That would be illogical. The victim leaned against the shelf here after being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was shot. And that means... Wait, what does that mean, sir? It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mine, detective. I'm so gumshoe, it's not even funny. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption, and it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. What is the faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position? The faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position. The faulty assumption? I guess it'd be the handprints, right? The position of the handprints is what's causing this problem. We wouldn't be in this dilemma if the handprints were closer to the ground. Well, there are some closer to the ground. But the handprints are where they are, up top. Yes, you are quite perceptive, which is why this is not a viable hypothesis. Oh, so it was just a what if? Then what's the right answer? Still can't figure it out? Then allow me to explain. Yes, please, sir. Guess he didn't notice the slip up, although at this point I should have. Wait, what slip up? I did it wrong? I was wrong? Guess he didn't notice the slip up, although at this point I shouldn't be surprised. Oh, it's the position of the body. It's the position of the body. Awkward. What happens when your truth meter runs out? If the victim was shot while he was lying down. Wait, didn't you just say that line of reasoning is illogical, sir? You said the victim leaned against the shelf here after being shot. Did I get it wrong again? Is it the order of the books? I was trying to be nice and explain my complex logic in an easier way for you, detective. Oh, really? Thanks for thinking of me, sir. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. We're gonna kill him. Okay, fine. It's the order of the files. I'm sorry. I believe the order of the files is a bit off. Oh, it's a 0. I thought it was an O. I was like, yeah, numbers come first and then letters. I thought it was O-A, O-B, but it's a 0. It's a 0. You mean I put them back in the wrong order just now? Hey, actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir. Oh? Yeah. You see here how the files that were shot begin with the number 0? I see that now. What are those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? That's really weird. I couldn't tell, okay? Actually, the way they're organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye. But the numbers are all out of order. Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. Ah! But from this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. Aha, so that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out. Do you think it'd be okay to prop the body back up to how it was before it was moved? They finished processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. If you please, Detective Gumshoe. Aw. Wait, what does that say? Gumso. Oh, maybe the one with the SH is missing. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Oh, it's the rest of the books! It's the rest of those white binder books. As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files before shooting Mr. Faith. And then put the files back in numerical order, I guess. Exactly. And then proceeded to shoot the victim. But why would someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time? Puzzling indeed. Files were thrown into disarray twice. Once before and once after the crime. But why? But why? Now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick stretch break because I have to run to the bathroom and I want to make some tea. Oh, that's autosave. I will save just to be safe. I'm gonna take a quick little stretch break. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I just have to go to the bathroom, get some tea. My throat's a little sore. And then we'll keep going. Paywalled by the sub goal. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you again, Capcom, for sponsoring this stream. It means the world. I appreciate it so much. We're playing the Ace Attorney Investigations Collection, which is perfect because I have been playing the remaster of the original trilogy this whole year, basically. So I'm very excited about this. They also brought back the second game in this collection, which was initially only released in Japan and never in the US, is now released in the US, which is very exciting. So very excited to play them. I'm having a great time. Thank you so much, Capcom, for sponsoring the stream. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go take a little stretch break. Welcome back. Time for more Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. I miss 2 hours of yapping every day, baby. Every day. I feel so much better. I had a little bowl of cereal. I went to the bathroom, made some honey tea. I'm feeling good. Hi back. I'm back. Hi back. Pandex, thank you so much. And Vanya, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Hello. Just a disclosure, today's stream is sponsored by Capcom. We're playing the new Ace Attorney Investigations collection that just came out like yesterday. It's for sure on Steam. I'm pretty sure it's also on Switch. Let me double check because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong. Do 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 do. Oh, they didn't tell me. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. All platforms. Oh, it's not in my email. I'm assuming it is all platforms. But I don't want to be wrong. This one? I'm gonna Google it. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Release date. This is where Google comes in to help. This is where Google comes in. Yes, it is on everything! Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, Windows, and Steam. There you go. Just had to Google. Just had to Google, that's all. Okay, when are they gonna realize that some of the binders say gumshoe? Oh, also a reminder, this is my first time playing these games. I never played the original, so please, no spoilers, no backseating. Let me figure it out on my own. This. What is that? Why does it say gumshoe on there in blood? Oh my God. I'd say that's some incredibly incriminating evidence. Yes, indicative of criminal activity indeed. No, wait! There's gotta be some mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me. Say something, sir. It appears that one of my files was stolen. Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation? Is that what the killer was really after? One of the files that were written upon in blood was stolen by the culprit. Oh, he's pissed. Oh, yay! My truth bar refilled. Okay, sponsored attorney at law. This is the same as going to law school and passing the bar. This is the exact same. Looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. And this most important message managed to reach us. You know what's so funny? Let's jump back to some Ace Attorney lore. Let's do some Ace Attorney lore. In the first episode of Justice for All, when someone writes Maggie's name in the sand, he's on the stand. Gumshoe is on the stand saying, well, it's cut and dry. They wrote her name in the sand, so it has to be her. She has to be the killer. And it ended up not being her. It was someone else who just planted her name and spelled it wrong. It's so ironic to me that now his name is written in blood. And now he has to defend himself. And this most important message managed to reach us. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. He did that most reluctantly. I wouldn't say that because he said something like, haven't you ever seen a movie? Like in the movies, they always write their culprit's name. He was trying to convince us that that's what it was. I could also be misremembering because it takes me forever to get through these games. So it could be that he was just kind of like, yeah, I guess. You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. If you're going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up. Jim's words, they're more than enough, wouldn't you say? If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning. You got it. Not logic. I hate logic. He's a changed man. He's a changed man. I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. And there must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you gonna do? What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. I don't think you're the one that does the cross-examining, but that's fine. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique. Oh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir? Yeah, why not? Let's go full tutorial. All right. First, I listen to the witness's testimony. If I find a flaw in the testimony, something that contradicts the evidence, I open my organizer with RB and present the piece of contradictory evidence. To present something, I simply use Y, but that's old news. But it's not like there's going to be a flaw in their testimony every time, right? Correct. And at those times, I need to press the witness with LB. Sometimes by pressing, I can draw out new information and new or modified testimony. I think I get it, sir. I'll be sure to try this technique out during investigations, too. Let's be so for real. He's gonna forget in about 3 minutes everything I just said. Yeah, we got a point emote! We got 4 new emotes! I love them. I will say also, I can't remember exactly which emotes I replaced, but I specifically went to my emote analytics and I only replaced the least used ones. So I don't remember what they were exactly, but they were the ones that literally only got used like twice in an entire month. Just because I was like, I don't want to remove like one that people love, you know? My face when I replace Sia Evil. Hee hee. Hee hee. Very well. I'll even show you how it's done. Now watch carefully. I love how he's like, let me show you how it's done, and cross-examining is the thing that I'm the worst at. I'm literally the worst. Mr. Portman's logic. Portsman's logic. He goes to country clubs. He goes to country clubs. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. Again, isn't his name Buddy? Is Buddy short for Jim? I thought Jim was short for like Jimberly. Jimberly. Oh yeah, Siha was one of them. Yeah. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. And it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice. You need to relax. Jimothy. Jimulation. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer. I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in this man's logic and expose it with credible evidence. Maybe I could say that you don't know it says Gumshoe because the file is missing, so it doesn't spell out the whole thing. I don't know. Hi, Holly. Thank you for 51 months. Good to see you. You stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. I'm gonna press everything.
Hold it!
You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask. What is it? Why do you call the victim Jim? Thank you! Finally, someone asked the real questions. When clearly his name is Buddy Faith. Isn't it obvious? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. Jim and Jack? Jack and Jim? Like Jack and Jill? Jack and Jim! Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly? Why don't you name him Jill then? Why don't you call him Jill? Wouldn't that make more sense? Whatever. I'm not gonna question a murderer on logic. Zoe! I can't read any of y'all messages out loud. My God. But Jim isn't even close to the guy's real name. Well, Jack and Buddy just sounds off somehow. I think it's kind of cute. Jack and Buddy. Is my, you say, buddy? Besides, he was the third of a bunch of guys I decided to nickname Jim. This is, have you guys ever seen Scream Queens? Where they all have the same name? I think all their names are like Chanel. It's like Chanel 1, Chanel 2, or something like that. What are their names? It's like Scream Queens. Yeah, they're all named the same thing. Talks about the victim like he was his pet. Further, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed the theft instead.
Hold it!
Do you really think it was necessary to dishevel my shelves twice to do that? That's true. Okay, then maybe his real intent was theft. Hey, are you accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Edgeworth? It's a possibility. Maybe your salary's been cut so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle. Listen. He got him there. He got him there. At the end of every single Ace Attorney episode, Gumshoe is either fired or his salary is cut. I don't know, I'm starting to see his logic. I'll have you know that I eat 3 square meals every day, pal. Okay, so all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but... Poor thing. What an evil prosecutor you were paired up with. And what a motive, no? No? Stick a fork in him, he's done. That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf.
Hold it!
I love doing that voice. And why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing? Because the body was getting in his way. He had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding.
Hold it!
Why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters? The body was covering it quite well, wouldn't you say? That's how he missed it. But judging by what I've seen, it doesn't take much for your detective to miss something. Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal. There's a lot a person can understand about another from first impressions alone. I can't say I disagree with him on that point. Why don't you say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Despite his lack of attention to detail, I don't believe the detective to be the culprit. Nobody could have overlooked the bloody letters, and I can prove it with evidence. Well, he was sitting upright. He was sitting upright, so if he was sitting upright, you would have been able to see the letters, no? I couldn't ask for a better setup for the game-finishing spike. Oh, he's a volleyball player. Plays volleyball. Volleyball. And it will be his final words that you will be brought to justice. I'm gonna press this one too, and then we'll present on the second to last one. Are you saying that those letters were intended for you? Yup. Jim was an outstanding detective. I would expect no less from my former partner. I can't talk, I'm sorry, it's gone. The head fall. It's an interesting fashion choice for sure. When did these games come out originally? Ace Attorney Investigations. It's showing me this version. 2009? That's a big difference, because the ones we're playing currently are from like 2001, 2002? I'll be brave enough to say it. Portsman's a weirdo. You are indeed the first person to say that. Looks like Mr. Portsman still doesn't understand. He has yet to figure out the true meaning behind the bloody letters. What are you sputtering over there? Can't you just admit my logic is perfectly sound? Actually, there's a gigantic flaw in his logic. A gap so wide that even the good detective can spot it. If he's saying a gap so wide, I'm assuming it's the missing file. Because it could say something else. Now to clue Mr. Portsman in by presenting him with some evidence. Is this the same as the other ones where you have to present on the right statement? Yeah. Unfortunately, Edgeworth is hot. He's also like really rude and has no empathy, but he is hot. I have to present on the right thing, right? Oh, girl, I don't remember. Okay, fair. I'm pretty sure it was this one, the fourth one, that he wanted to present on. Thanks to you, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. You know what's crazy? That's like the first thing I noticed. Y'all remember about, I don't know, 45 minutes ago when I went like this? And I said, what do those say? I was talking about Edgeworth. I think Edgeworth's hot. I'm gonna say this one because the file's missing.
Objection!
For successfully presenting the correct evidence during a rebuttal. Oh, I got an achievement! Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there's a serious flaw in your logic. Bringing a bit of the courtroom into this, I see. No problem. I'm game. I can't help but find it odd. Excuse me? Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking. I get it. Huh. I achieved. If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file? What? That's impossible. What's impossible, Mr. Portsman? Nothing. Files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spot.
Objection!
It's possible that they could have taken the file before committing the murder. But then how would they write the whole name if they took it before the murder? I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters and the detective's name where the file should be is proof. Yeah, I mean the S is gone and there's only half an H. If Detective Gumshoe really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could overlook his name written on blood and on the file, his own name written in blood on the files. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood. I didn't even think about that. He can't stand the sight of blood. I forgot. Oh my God, the backbend? I need him to teach me how to do that. That's impressive. Which means what exactly? What does that make this dying message? It makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene. That's so low. I can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time. Is it just me, or does Gumshoe have those like really intense veneers? You know when you see someone with veneers who's like, their teeth are too big for their mouth? He got veneers. He for sure got veneers. Well, Mr. Portsman? Brilliant. Absolutely splendid. Logic deserving of Olympic gold. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. You win some and you lose some. That's how life goes. Glad everyone's so cheery, even though I feel more dead than alive. But you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up. However, he pulls out a gun sideways. Sideways. It is a cool shirt. That collar's huge, though. Oh, what is it this time? Are you still after me, pal? Humor me for a second. Who has the key to this office? That would be me. But Mr. Etchworth just proved that I'm innocent, pal. Where did the coat come from? So now he's also a scientist, he's a prosecutor, an Olympic volleyball player, and a doctor. That's what he was holding over his shoulder. Oh my God, I forgot. You're right, he was holding it. That's absolutely right, and I acknowledge your innocence. Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? This game is not real. This game is not real. What was that? He's trying to fly away. He's trying to fly away. Well, I was thinking, did you know there's one other person with a key to this office? One other person. Wouldn't it be Edgeworth? Hey, you there. Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me? A lady? The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness. Security? Did you say security? No, stop it, pal, don't. What's wrong with him all of a sudden? I believe she needs no introduction. It's Maggie! Oh my God, she's back! She's back! I thought she went to go be a waitress. Didn't she say at the end that she was gonna be a waitress? This is Maggie all over again. This is literally what happened to her in in episode 1, Turnabout Maggie Bird. I forgot what it's called. Where the killer wrote her name, but wrote her name incorrectly, and that's how we knew she was innocent, because they wrote her name wrong, because they spelled it the normal way and not Maggie. They spelled it Maggie and not Maggie. This is crazy. This is crazy. I've called upon Miss Maggie Bird, a member of security. Oh, she looks so cute. Oh, what is it called? The police badger? What's his name? I forgot. The badger guy thing. Detective Gumshoe, sir. Maggie. Blue badger, thank you. Miss Bird is the security guard on watch tonight. I see. And your point is? My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in the building. What? By the way, for context, Gumshoe has a crush on Maggie Bird. Is Maggie the canon pronunciation? No, but I used it to distinct, because when they were having the trial, and they were talking about the difference between Maggie and Maggie, it was easier for me to say, they wrote her name Maggie, but her real name is Maggie. And I've just started calling her Maggie. Straight up using it, and by it, well. Y'all are gonna tank my career. I fear y'all are going to tank my career. If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird. How dare you? I would never sneak into someone's room. That's right, I refuse to believe that Maggie is the culprit, pal. It was me, that's right, I did it. Oh. He has a little crush on her. He has a little crush on her. Can we take that as a confession, Detective? Well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it was, you'd have no problems with that, right? Oh my god. I love him. Straight up tanking it, and by it, well. Please refrain from flying off the handle, detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Listen to your boss, detective. He understands what I'm saying here. Start flapping. That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason. Oh, it's argument time. Reason for suspicion. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. So you're saying she used the master key? Can open every office door. Its use is controlled by security staff. Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say? That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. That was then. This is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me. I wonder if there was anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used the master key. Seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him. Is to press my body against him, like I do with Phoenix Wright. Miss Bird snuck into your room, use the master key.
Hold it!
Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key? There's only one person on staff at this time of night, and tonight she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird? That's, true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir. Wasn't able to? What's that supposed to mean? Yes, moving on. I'd hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated. What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal. But you can't really trust her not to tell lies. Plus, I hate wasting time. You really have to push when you do the protagonist voice. You really gotta like push out of your stomach. Who's your favorite Ace Attorney character? Oh, Eenie Miney by far. Eenie Miney by far, or Mimi Miney, whatever. I want her to come back so bad. I'm like not that smart. I'm like really stupid, so I don't like get it. Love her. Love her. Oh my god. Yeah, let's ask for more details. Not so fast. I too am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say. Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies. I'll be the judge of that. Miss Bird, if you please. I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m., sir. What do you mean by missing? As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it. I think she just needs to be unemployed. And the reason I say that is because when she was working in like the police, as a police officer, her partner got killed, or one of the guys like on the force got killed. And she says during the trial, I have such bad luck, like everywhere I go, something bad happens. And I kind of was like, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I kind of agree. Everywhere she goes, someone gets killed. It's crazy. Would you be a VA for one of these games? Oh my god, if any game ever asked me to do voice acting, I would do it for sure. The thing is, I know I'm not a professional voice actor. I don't have any training whatsoever, but like, I love doing impressions and stupid voices. It's so fun. If they were like, yo, Avery, we're making a new Ace Attorney game and we're bringing back Mimi Miney, get me in the booth. I'm like Mimi Miney. As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it. Mr. Portsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you? Can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words. I'm not lying, sir.
Objection!
If that's the case, then I'd like to know why you have the master key now. I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir. Huh. A likely story. And where's your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again. I never lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it. Yeah, pal, trust me, you don't want to test just how bad her luck is. See? She got terrible luck. Capcom asked you to voice act, but it's for Dr. Hottie. Even I have limits, surprisingly enough. Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, but you still haven't established McGay's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office. Her motive? Didn't we already establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe. It is as Mr. Portsman says, Detective. Can't ignore the fact that all the evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time to counteract with a few facts of my own. Intent from the messed up shelves to the wiped down safe, I'd say thievery.
Hold it!
I concur that the culprit's motive appears to have been thievery. However, glad to hear that the great Miles Edgeworth is in agreement with little old me. Did you finish AA5? No. I've only finished the first game and Justice for All. And we have a sponsor stream for this today, which I'm enjoying a lot. But I checked with Stream First to make sure there weren't any spoilers. And so far there haven't been any spoilers of like anything. So I got lucky. We're still gonna keep playing them in order, but like I'm so glad that this one also got remastered because it's so pretty. However, with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe, hey, good thinking. Ask for my opinion on the matter. Would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence? I love him. Just a reminder, this game is out. Oh, I went too far. Ace Attorney Investigation Collection is out now on all platforms: PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, Windows, Steam. If you haven't played the first trilogy remaster, I'm sorry, he's flapping again. The remaster is also on Steam. It's so good. It's so good. It's so much fun. I'm really enjoying playing through them all for the first time. It's really fun. Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect.
Hold it!
Don't you think it's a bit early to be jumping to conclusions? Are you saying there's another way to open the door other than with the master key? Oh, I get it. Perhaps you had a spare made for someone else. I'll have you know, I have never made a spare. So what are you insinuating? Nothing. Guess I should have known better than to suggest that someone like you would. She knows our good detective, doesn't she?
Hold it!
Is there anyone in this district who hasn't at least heard of Detective Gumshoe? Good point. He's practically a celebrity among us prosecutors. Really? I never knew I was so talked about, sir. We're holding our collective breath, you know. For when you screw up so badly that you're literally chased off the force. Wait, what? Is that true, Mr. Edgeworth? Of course not. That's hogwash. Hogwash. He's definitely British. Hi, Jazz. Thank you so much for the raid. How you doing, BB? Thank you so much for sharing your friends with me. We're doing a sponsored stream with Capcom today for the Ace Attorney. Eureka! Eureka! For the Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. I'm having so much fun. I haven't gotten this far because I started playing the original trilogy back in like March, April-ish. And I have only beaten the first 2 games. So I haven't technically gotten this far in the timeline, but I'm enjoying it a lot. And I haven't had any spoilers, which is nice. Phew, don't scare me like that. I almost had a heart attack there. Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message.
Hold it!
By dying message, you mean the bloody letters that spell out Gumshoe? I figured that whoever wrote his name must have wanted to frame him. And just the act of choosing his name is proof enough that the two knew each other well. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and present some evidence. I'd love to, but first we should listen a bit more and digest what he's saying. I'll press him for more information. So I think it was this one that I had to present. Can I save? Yes, I can save, Scum. Let's go. Let's go, because I don't know what it is. I need to hear this part again.
Hold it!
Be sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key. There's only one person on the staff at this time of night tonight. She's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird? That's true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir. Wasn't able to. What's that supposed to mean? I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 a.m. What do you mean by missing? As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have...
Objection!
Likely story. Where's your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again. What do you know, pal? Besides, my day doesn't have any reason to want to sneak into Mr. Edgeworth's office. Her motive? Didn't we already establish that it was theft? I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe. All the evidence points towards a motive of theft, but I'm done taking blows. It's time to counteract with a few facts of my own. I don't know what to present. I was thinking maybe the safe, because there's no way she could have known it was back there. Because apparently only prosecutors know it's back there. Which easily points the finger at him. I know, the prosecutor's badge is so much nicer than the attorney one. I'm gonna say the secret safe, because there's no way she would have known there's a safe there.
Objection!
It would behoove you to take a good look at this. I see it, but I fail to see how it has anything to do with me. Oh my god. I pressed him on like everything though. Whatever. I can't allow him to set the pace here. I must remain calm. Only by doing so can I find the fatal flaw in his reasoning. Snuck into your room using the master key. Her intent from what I saw was wipe down safe. I'd say thievery. Oh, maybe here I can say the safe.
Objection!
I presented it on the wrong piece of dialogue. Rah! Yeah. It was the wrong piece of dialogue. Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was set on stealing something? Why not? It's the truth, after all. Oh! It was also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway. That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe, the existence of which is only privy to prosecutors. Yeah! He's got a hell of a backbend. I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan. But I love that the sweat stops at his sweatband. That's really smart. I think that's just really smart. But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down. I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf in the safe we're talking about. Yarg! Oh, never mind. He's sweating a lot. I'm playing as Edgeworth! Yes, we're playing the Investigation Collection. It just came out yesterday, remastered, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I kind of want to get through the original trilogy fast so that I can come back to playing this, because I love, don't get me wrong, I love doing the lawyer part of things, but I really love investigating a crime scene. It's so fun. Yeah, even I didn't know about the safe, pal. And that means there's no way McGay could have known about it either. Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor? Interesting conclusion. It's definitely looking more and more probable. POV, you're Simone Biles at the Olympics on the stand. POV, you won a medal at the Olympics. Edgeworth has the superpower of fully animated legs. Exactly. It's really impressive. Technology's come so far. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do you have a different suspect in mind now? Curses, why? What made you? Oh, he's cracking. What's with the angry face all of a sudden? It's all my fault. Uh-oh. Hi, Piggy. Thank you for 56 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's a long time. Thank you so much. What do you mean? It's Jim. He knew about the existence of the secret safes. Oh, so he's gonna say Jim was the one trying to steal something. What did you just say? We were partners, like inseparable conjoined twins. That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret saves. Then that means... Yeah, I know. I had only just told him too. Obviously, it was wrong of me to tell him. I still can't quite believe it, but the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim. Now he's claiming that the victim was the thief? And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss McGay Bird. Excuse me? I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even in your risky profession. What the? You're still accusing McGay of the murder? Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who had probably drawn his gun. I get it, it was self-defense, wasn't it? No, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir. Plus, even if he was the thief, he wouldn't have a key to the office. Which is precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say? Oh my god. It was Jim who stole the master key. This is insane. I know this song, when this song comes on, I'm in the zone, dude. I'm in the zone. Pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us. Unless you retrieved it from Jim after you killed him. Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief? I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense. Has he no honor? Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out? Aren't I the one investigating? It's my office. Yeah, you can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office. But I'm the one who's been assigned to this case. You're all suspects to varying degrees and therefore ineligible to run this show. Listen, pal. How many times do I have to say this? McGay can't be the culprit. Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself. Detective Gumshoe, this isn't you. Look at me. This isn't you. But sir, we have no choice but to accommodate his request, for now. Huh. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful. Mark my words, Mr. Portsman, we will meet again. If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear? Weird. Weird guy. Weird little man. Weird little man guy. So weird. Why is there a basketball in the middle of the hallway? Who's playing b-ball in the hallway of the prosecutor's office? Is he gonna call Phoenix to help him in defense? I hope so. Oh. I've never played these games. So I don't know for sure, and I don't want to know because I want to be surprised, but I won't be surprised. What is with that prosecutor? Can't believe how rude he was. It was unbelievable. Please maintain your professionalism, detective. I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving McGay's innocence. You'll see, sir. But we've been kicked out of the crime scene, sir. True. So then what now? Looks like my life's fallen into yet another gigantic ditch. Do not despair, Miss Bird. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway. Eh? Really, sir? For example, this hallway. Why is there a basketball in the middle of the room? In that case, this hallway's the perfect place to look for more information. Oh, what did he say before that? I think I skipped it. The linchpin of his argument against Miss Bird is related to the master key. Regarding the mystery surrounding my door. We're investigating. What's a basketball doing here? That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir. I heard he also plays soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis. Not volleyball? My gay is innocent. Not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in the hallway. Oh my God, there's like a whole, that's insane. So his office is right next door to mine? No! Let me turn off my camera, look who's back. On the right. I keep forgetting his name, but he's like the terrible prosecutor that like never gets anything right in tutorials. Oh my God, he's back, tutorial guy. Looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth. To be sure, a murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. We must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly post-haste. Sounds like a messy case you've got on your hands. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door's always open. Yes, Payne! His name is Payne. Why on earth would I want advice from a guy who keeps losing tutorial cases? How gracious. I will keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again? Is everything all right? Yes, sir. If you must know, I weighed myself this morning and I'm finally at 154 pounds. I'm 150. We're the same. Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway in this room. Twins! Me being like, twins! Oh, everything's okay, sir. A word of advice. Stay focused or you may start to lose even more weight. What is a basketball hoop doing here? Hey, didn't this used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago? So when and why was it moved indoors? I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently. Drag it? I heard that it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it up himself. Oh. All the way up to the 12th floor? That's freaking crazy. This office. 1203. Hey, McGay, whose room is this again? It's Mr. Portsman's, sir. I mean, yeah, I think the basketball thing kind of gave it away. My mother was going to name me Payne if I was a boy, can you believe? Payne as a name? Payne? McPayne Lene? Sorry. McPayne Lene? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Nothing looks suspicious here. Don't see any signs of forced entry. According to the guard, no signs that the lock was picked either, sir. Meaning that the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob? Apparently the doorknob's clean as a whistle. Wiped, they think. Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind. 1202. These 4 numbers on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office. Whoops! Hey, these number plates slide right out, sir. They have to be able to take the plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know. Although, the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of a minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood. It's sturdily made, making it near impossible to break in by force. It's almost majestic, sir. I wish I could be as stately as this door. Only Gumshoe would praise a door as something greater than himself. Being a detective has its own rewards and a certain virtuous value, I think. If you live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait that anyone can admire. I see. So you're saying, sir, that me being me is the best thing I can do for everyone. If by any chance someone sends you a dog shirt for a certain fundraiser, would you like it? I don't know, because the only reason I say I don't know is because my closet is like a little full of t-shirts. If it has Fanta Dog on it, if you're asking about Fanta Dog, I would take one. I would 100% take one. We'll happily take one in medium. Right. That long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir. Nothing else? Okay. Is that the missing file? What is that? Isn't this that missing Zero Series file, sir? It does say Gumshoe on it. Is this the New York Times littlesiha? It's whatever. It's like whatever. It's like no big deal. Whatever. No doubt about it. The bloody letters mark it clear as day. Excuse me, sorry. There seem to be a few pages missing. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind. So what are these Zero files about, sir? I guess they've got something worth stealing in them, huh? Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However, the cases within these files are not mine. Huh? They belong to the high prosecutor that used to occupy my current office. Von Karma, or what's her face? That pretended to stab someone? I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were. And that means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right? It would seem so. Only the pages related to that case from 10 years ago are missing. I wonder why anyone would care about such an old case. Crazy. Well-crafted, high-quality sofa for his visitors. The stitching is excellent. Talk about a luxury waiting area. These babies are also great for napping, you know. You would sleep even out here, detective? In a hallway? Whenever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand. But it always ends the same way. Me getting trounced by a lawyer. Isn't that awful? Maybe I should give it a try sometime to envision myself winning naturally. Oh, Lana Scott. Yes, that's who I was thinking of. Can I connect anything? Oh. Culprit rearranged my files twice, once before and after the murder. I thought the, I thought the other thing would be here. What is Y? Oh, I see. About Miss Bird. No way she's the killer. Please don't tell me you buy into that accusation, sir. Rest assured, I think she's innocent. However, I need to ask her a few things regarding his security guard position. Well, if you're only asking, that's okay. Just stand next to her and then press A. Then you two can talk about whatever topic you pick. Okay. When you want to ask her about evidence, all you have to do is present it to her with Y. Okay. Press Y again, off you go. Recommend showing different people different things. You'd be surprised by what they say. Thank you for the explanation, though I don't recall asking for one. Just so you know, sir, you can show me evidence in the same way, too. It's always a case from 10 years ago. It's always a case from 10 years ago where the statute of limitations are gonna be up in like 3 days, and it's like, just let it be. Just let it be. I do believe it's time to get down to business and ask some questions of Miss Wood. Ignored again. Goodbye. I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case. I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth. Oh my God. She loves him. Look at her face. That's all of us. All of us are her, and we are her, and she is us. I can't let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the master key. To jog her memory by showing my notes to her with Y. Okay. Master key. So when did you discover that the master key was missing? By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. And I noticed it was back at around 2:30 a.m. It was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is. But I'm sure that between those two times it was not just gone, but stolen, sir. Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place? It's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window. Always, you say? Except for this time, correct? Well, I admit that I was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I had used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge. She used the master key. On what? Use the master key? What did you mean by you used the master key? Oh, I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor who had forgotten his key. Bye, Pandex. Have a good day. I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right? Ah! What is it? That's right, I just remembered. The prosecutor who forgot his key. It was Mr. Portsman, sir. How the fuck did she not remember that when we were talking to Portsman? All of this happened an hour ago, by the way. This all happened like 1 hour ago. And she didn't remember this until now? Oh my God. Her and Gumshoe are a match made in heaven. What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird, quickly. It was around midnight. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came down to security, sir. And that's when you loaned the master key to him? No way, it's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone. Hi, Ninu. Thank you for the resub, BB. Good to see you. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir. What if he switched the number plates? Because their offices are right next to each other, and you can just take out the number plates and switch them. So you can be like, yeah, this is my office, 1203, but in actuality, it's Edgeworth's office. Ah! I see. And then what happened after that? Well, he called for me to come close up his office as he was leaving to go home. That was around 1:30 a.m., I think. So in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight. Talk about suspicious. Doubt you can say that you've never left your keys at home, detective. I think this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door. Hello. I won't rest. I won't rest. Room 1203. I take it that this is Mr. Portsman's office. Yeah, you can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Portsman had actually wanted room 1202 really badly. But since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir. So why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202? I'm not sure, but I bet it's because of something like his birthday is December 2nd. Same as Britney Spears. How could he be a villain if he shares a birthday with Britney Spears? How could that be possible? Yup, that's gotta be it. I can't think of another reason why. I won't rest until we take this case to the nearest CVS pharmacy, where they indeed have a service in which they refer to as 1 hour same-day photo printing. I can think of at least 3. Bah! Why am I even wasting time thinking about this? The door is locked tight. Bet the old credit card trick wouldn't work here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? This is the office of a high prosecutor detective. His These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them. Aha! So I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. That must be who our culprit is. Might I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from? I really thought the name tag thing was gonna be, or the number tag thing was gonna be it. It's just the door, so I don't really care about this. Mr. Payne, I suppose custodial work can also be dignified. Custodial! He's the other prosecutor. It's Mr. Portsman's personal basketball hoop. Can't believe he put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office. But, you know, it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since it's been here. How long have I had the same office and yet you still managed to get lost? I don't see anything else worth investigating. Body was found at around 2:05. Ooh! Master key was stolen. Key was used to unlock Portsman's office at 12 a.m. and 1:30 a.m. Key went missing from approximately 1 a.m. until 2:30. Yay! Miss Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story. Yeah, the times are off. What? No way, pal. I mean, sir. You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time. Wow, nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro. I'd totally forgotten all about that, but thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right, it was around that very time that I realized the master key was missing. And? Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir. How? You'd need to stick a key in it. You pretended? So it wasn't actually locked. It was unlocked. Because you didn't lock it. And if he swapped the number plates on the doors and you actually left Edgeworth's unlocked, bestie, she keeps getting guys killed. It's insane. She just keeps getting everyone killed. You pretended? Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir. So in actuality, you never did relock the door then? Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly. Insane. So she couldn't lock it up. Miss Bird unlocked the door, master key was stolen, she couldn't lock it. That's wild. Okay, I hate to say it, but here's where we're ending. I almost don't want to end. I know, she has horrible luck. Horrible, horrible luck. I almost don't want to end. I'm having such a great time, dude, on the next Dragon Ball Z. I think before we get into game 3, I might try to finish at least this case, because I'm really into this case. It's so fun. Thank you so much, Capcom, for sponsoring the stream. It means the world. Thank you so much. I still can't believe they want to sponsor my stream, especially after reading everything you guys have said in chat. Crazy. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection is out now on Steam, Windows, Xbox, PlayStation, and the Switch. If you want to check it out, it's really fun. Everything has been like fully HDified, but you can switch back to the original sprites if you want to, the like pixel sprites. Also, the second game never came to the US until now. So basically it's a whole new game. for people to play, which is really exciting. So thank you guys so much for watching today. It's so much fun.